Good morning. We're covering today a pretty complicated function, which is the merge function. So in concept, the merge function is about comparing and contrasting two different tables in order to update one in conjunction to another. So before we are able to do that, I wanted to show you what I did so far. I used the customers table to just see all the information related to it. Then I created a brand new table using this into function. So to create a brand new table that's exactly the copy of the customers table, I used the H plus active database. I selected all the columns into a brand new table name called temp customers, and then from the original table, which is customers. So now we have an exact copy of customers called temp customers. Then if you look at it, like I just looked at what it looks like to verify that they're exactly matching, and they were. And then from there, I deleted from temp customers where the first name is Hilo, and I updated from temp customers where the first name is Remedios to Dima. So to show you what it looks like at the end, we're going to select this, run it. So you see that we don't have the 15th row of the data that originally existed in the customers table. And the last row, the first name is Dima as opposed to Hilo. So what we're going to do with the merge function is reverse all of this back. Let's take a look. So going to a new query, I use the H plus active database, and then I merge the temp customers using the customers. So what does that mean? That means that I want to basically do something to the temp customers using the customers. And what I want to do it is I'm going to do it based on a common field, which in this case is a customer ID, but really all the fields in this case are matching. So we could have used really any of them. But since customer ID is the primary key, I decided to use that. So we say we want to merge temp customers using customers on the common field. And then we start off by writing the table name dot the field name equals to the table name dot the field name. So this is the one that I'm trying to update, and this is the one that is my source table. And here's where the conditions come in. So you have to say when it matched or not matched, and we can go into that in a second because I'm going to do that as well. When matched and the customer's first name, so the original source table's first name, is not null. I want to update by setting temp customers. Actually, I want then update. There we go. Then update when then, that's how the function works, by setting temp customers dot first name equals customers dot first name. Okay, let's run this query. All right, so it got affected, which means we did something right. Then we have to select all from temp customers and see what happens here. Okay, so let's do that. So you'll notice that Dima has been updated back to Remedios. So that's the first step. So we fixed the 14th row of the data where I changed the first name from Remedios to Dima. All right, next I'm going to show you together. So we're going to do this. We're going to use, here, actually, let me just get rid of this. Keep the select. Maybe here, I'm just going to add the use just for best practice sake. There we go. All right, so now let's do that again. So let's do H plus active. Okay. Let's see if we can remember everything. So we want to merge. What is the table that we're trying to fix? It's the temp customers table. All right. And we're going to do that using customers on, we're going to do the source table, which is customers dot customer ID equals to temp customers dot customer ID. Okay. So now that we have our common field, we know what our source table is and what our target table is. Now we want to set the conditions. So we have to say when not matched, because we're trying to update a brand new row of data. So when not matched by target, then we're going to actually, let's do an indentation here. We're going to insert first name, last name, phone, address, city, state, and zip. The values from customers. So customers dot first name, customers dot last name, customers dot phone, customers dot address, customers dot state, actually city, customers dot state, and customers dot zip. All right, now let's run it, shall we? Let's see if this works. F5, it did not. Invalid column name because I might have forgot that this is supposed to be something else. Oh, there's an extra S here. Here we go. All right, code is all about checking it. Still not working because I also added an S here. That's so weird. All right, now let's check. All right, here we go. So now we have one row affected. All right, so you can see that the 15th row is back here. So that's how you use the merge function.